there everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name, as always, is Chris Holme, and today we are back playing some more FM 2016 with Arsenal. We are gunning for glory after a successful first campaign. We're hoping for a little bit more this season, maybe defend that league title that Arsene Wenger won in the first year of the save. We of course took over year 2, won it in our first season, so a hat-trick for Arsenal, maybe just 2 out of our own hat-trick we might be working towards if everything goes as planned. As well as that, to do better in the Champions League than last season. A little bit of a disappointing end. You can understand how it happened, why it happened. You can go back, check the last video out. You'll understand what I'm talking about in no time, I'm sure. Very difficult to beat some of the top teams in Europe, but that's what we're going for this season. Champions League and Premier League double if we can. So, you can see the league, you got, Aston Villa, Brighton, Burnley, kind of a interesting mix of teams there. Palace as well, Huddersfield, up in the Premier League. Leicester, of course, managed to survive last season, so kind of interesting to see who's gone up, who's gone down. But ultimately we start off as the number 1 place team, and that's where we want to be. Not too much in terms of changes just yet. Little bits. I'm currently negotiating 2 different loans out of the team. It's all last season's business. You can just sort of take a better look at those if you want, just by pausing the video. But ultimately, not too bad overall, not too bad. This season, again, not too bad. I think we're actually up 10 million. This year we were down, what was it, 20 million last year? Yeah, about 20 million. So over the 2 seasons, that's 10 million pounds difference. So we'll have a look at who went out first. Of course, Koscielny, we lined up that deal towards the end of the season, and we pulled the trigger on it. 31-year-old, so we kind of replaced him already last season. So Liverpool came in, 12.5 million for Koscielny. Good player for them. Time to really leave him. Those mentals look really, really good and could hurt us. So a bit of a shame there. Only 1.3 for Petr Cech, now 35. Starting that long decline. So get the wages off the book there. Jack Wilshere to Leicester for another 12.5 million. I sold Captain Jack. I just didn't feel that this was the right save to play him. In more saves I'll go out and buy him. So it's interesting that the one time I have him already at the club, I actually end up letting him go. Theo Walcott, 12.5 million. Bit of a bargain there, I think, for Everton. Really all 4 of these are kind of bargains. The next one not so much. We'll get to that one. But yeah, Theo, we've been trying to sell him all last season, couldn't get the job done, and finally he's gone. Oxlade-Chamberlain, I was so close to keeping him, and I was looking around my other options, and somebody had to go, and I didn't want to get one of the youngsters out the club. So 23, not really developed as well as I'd like in places, and wasn't really forcing anybody out the team. He was there as kind of a second stringer, the captain of the cup squad. So yeah, I put him out, on the offer just to see who would come in, what kind of bids we'd get, and Liverpool put 40 million pounds down on the Ox. Good luck, goodbye, and good deal. That's kind of what happens there. 4.7 for Serge Gnabry, fairly similar to the Ox, I feel. That's a much better deal for Leicester than Liverpool got, to be fair. In fact, Liverpool paid 52.5 for Oxlade-Chamberlain and Koscielny. Leicester paid, 17 million for Jack Wilshere and Serge Gnabry. That's much better. Much better deals going that way. So, good youngster, not going to make it for us. So we just get the cash. We could have got a bit more there. I think another 15, 20, maybe 25 million more. if you think about it, you know. We could have got some more there. A couple of youngsters going out, never going to make it for the club, just not good enough. So Quito and Johnson out. Alexandra Pato, 11.75, that's not too bad. I was hoping to get more like 15, which is what he ended up being worth. But, you know, he goes out to Atletico. Good club for him. If he gets the games, he will produce. We know this. And I think he's been a really good player for us. So nice to see him get another club of good stature. Maybe have some European football. Maybe Champions League. More likely Europa League. But a good fee. And I feel fairly good about the incoming and outgoing of Pato at the club. Santi Cazorla, 32, which is why I sold him. We've got other options in there. He kind of got replaced last season again, a bit like Koscielny, where even more than Koscielny, because Koscielny was still our first choice defender, but we do have people that can make that up this season and next season to where we're not really any weaker. Cazorla was already out the team, sitting on the bench. He was getting some cup games and not much else at various points last season. So 7 million there for a 32-year-old. Good deal, I feel. Very good player, though. Very, very good player still. And he sees out his years in Barcelona. So I'm happy he goes over there because that doesn't really improve them. I don't think any of these deals improve any of these teams a lot. Maybe Leicester, you know, Jack Wilshere, Serge Gnabry off the bench. You know, that's quite good for them. Maybe replacing some outgoings like Mahrez or whatever. I don't know what deals have happened there. And I'm not going to go look, but, you know, I think Leicester may have been improved by us. Everybody else, not really too much, so I'm okay with those deals. Olivier Giroud, 15.25, a little bit more than I expected to get. Good quality striker, but again, big wages, 30 years old, not really in the first team anymore. So I'm not too unhappy about that. But yeah, you know, Real Madrid came in and it's a bit hard to turn them down, especially when, again, he doesn't improve their team at all. So, you know, we're a little bit weaker with these players gone. Maybe just in terms of depth, not really first team quality as such. But people like Cazorla, Giroud, Koscielny, Pericek, they were big players at times last season for us. Cazorla and Giroud towards the beginning of the season, Koscielny and Cech throughout the season. You know, Chamberlain off the bench, and that's about it, really. You know, everyone else has cover or depth, and we've lost a lot of that. But we needed to make these moves. So those are the big money moves. Zemelem goes out to Nottingham Forest for $500,000 as well. Again, you know, decent youngster, but not going to make it. Not good enough for us. So, again, I'm very happy with our financial deals, the outgoings. Could have got more money. I think we should have got like 150 or something along those lines rather than just what we have. But money's not that big an issue with Arsenal. You're not in crazy amounts of debt. You're not really fighting for money, so we're okay there. Loan deals out. Bjarne Jorgensen goes out to Crew to get some first team time. Great mentals, but he really needs to develop quickly to become backup left back because others are there ready to take the space. Dan Cottrell, good little right winger. I'm trying to turn into an attacking midfielder. He's got some decent stats, but again, you know, he needs game time so we can improve his mentals. Great potential, and Bradford's a good fit for him, so we'll see how that works out. Frederick Muller, great potential again. He's looking really nice. We'll see if he can perform with Walsall. Maybe next season we'll take a look at Fred and see if he gets into the first team at all. Zach Elliott last season came in. Good little target man of the future. He's down in Leyton Orient. So is Pat Jones. Good, solid defender. Both those need game times to improve around their stats again. Todorovic, £1.5 million signing. He's had to go out on loan. He's almost ready. He almost made the team, to be fair. I was very close, but that 1.5-star ability stopped me. I do want a little bit more from the first teamers. 2-star and above generally. Nuri again came close, but not a lot of potential. I see him as another Serge Gnabry, where yes, they're good, they're promising youngsters, they could do something, but ultimately I've got better regens coming through than these real life players. So yeah, not really someone I brought in either. That was a Wenger signing. So he's out on loan. We'll see how he develops. If he gets much better quickly, then next season again we'll have a look and maybe he finds his way into the team. He was in the first team squad for a lot of the preseason, but ultimately that lack of top-end potential did see him go out on loan and may ultimately see him getting sold. Joachim de Condi, young, good, determined, good passing. There's a lot to like about Nkondi. He's only just joined the club, so we'll take a little moment to look at those stats. This is the starting point at the club for Nkondi. He's only been here 10 days, already out on loan to Kilmarnock. I felt that was the best course of action. But you can see, with a deep line playmaker as his favourite role, this Dutch kid could be something really special. Just depends how quickly he actually grows and how accurate that potential is. And then finally we get on to Ashley Hunt. Decent little player. Again, I think we brought him in last season. Hard-working. You like some stuff about him, but there's a lot of gaps. And again, that first team action is what he needs. So he's down in Leyton Orient. We've got 3 there on loan to our feeder club. Kilmarnock's another feeder club, so Condell will go out there. And, yeah, not a bad transfer window there, I feel. Good money out for first team players. Got rid of some players we were never going to use, and some aging players. And then loaned out a bunch of promising youngsters. We're also trying to loan out a couple of these players we signed, like Walter Bustamante. I believe he actually lacks a work permit. And he's a bit of a character, a little bit controversial. Not sure if he's actually going to make it, but tons of potential. 2.5 million. He could be a really, really good player. This Argentine with an attitude, Walter Bustamante, he's got a shot, but he needs to go out on loan, and we'll see how his personality as well as his footballing skills develop. Christian Hurl, good little Norwegian player. Might not make it, but was cheap, and yeah, I needed some extra players, basically because we sold a lot of players. So we're trying to make up the numbers, maybe not with top-end talent, but Hurl could be a 4-star player, could be something really good for the Premier League. We also brought in right back James Gallagher, another option at right back. We actually scouted him higher than this. He was a 4-star. Joining the club, he's at 3. Again, really cheap, not really too bad. We can keep him around for 3 or 4 seasons as backup. And, 2-star, that's still first team sort of squad. And, if he doesn't make that 3rd star, that black star potential, we'll still be in a good position with him as backup, I feel. Then we got Nkondi there. Nkondi, like we say, could be a really good centre midfielder, but we did drop 12.5 million to make sure that we got Yuri Tielemans as well. And really, we got so many centre mids and attacking mids now that we can't fail to put a good 5 on the pitch week in, week out, with another 2 on the bench or 3 on the bench. So we can get 8 who will definitely develop from the 20 odd that we've got. So I'm feeling really comfortable with that. He is a little bit older. We know he's got good potential. We know he's a good player, but he's still not developed as well as he should have. So that's going to be a big question mark for us. Then comes the big signing. Transfer listed, wanted out of Real Madrid. I'm getting rid of Santi Cazorla. I need that quality back. I need that chance to really just add something spectacular to the team. If Sanchez goes out injured, if Götze goes out injured, Mesut Ozil goes out injured like he did for the last part of the season, we've got his score. We can stay with our formation. We don't have to change. You know, we've got other options there. We've got 4 sort of world-class attacking midfielders behind a world-class striker, and what I believe to be a young striker who could definitely be world-class in that first team squad as well. So big money, but a big signing, and yeah, Isco could be a really, really good player for us moving forward over the next couple of seasons, and really pushes us back into that bracket where we've got the players, no matter with a couple of suspensions, couple of injuries, we've still got the players to challenge on all fronts, and that's going to be big for the Champions League push, I feel. Another one on that same mindset is Jorge, the Brazilian left back, 14 million. And we discussed it last season, but basically it's him and Rodriguez fighting over left back. We might sell one, we might not, but just in case we need that quality backup, and currently that's Jorge. If he does steal that role, then great. If he doesn't, then I'm happy with what I paid for what we got. So 40 million there. Another attacking midfielder, another youngster, some real quality out of already at the club. But we have let go Oxlade-Chamberlain, Jack Wilshere, Serge Gnabry, Pato, who could play there, Cazorla. There's a lot of quality in the midfield gone out, and I just wanted to add something else in. This deal was done before I actually realised Isco was available. I might not have got both. But Ante Coric, great player, 15 million, tons of potential. Not quite as ready as Isco now, but half the price and the potential to be even better. So looking forward to see how he develops at the club. Mehdi Benazia, good little centre-back, not great potential. Sadly, that was a lot more. That was 4-star with a black star on top when we signed him. So yeah, I'm a bit disappointed to see it be only 3-star currently. I'm hoping over this season, next season, we go back up to 4 stars, and I'll be happy then. 8 million, a lot to pay for a 17-year-old centre-back that's currently rated that low. But I've got faith. And we've got other options if that doesn't work out. So, yeah, I'm not sure, but we'll see. We'll see. Back out to Germany. There's been a hotbed of talent. And, great physicals, great determination. 16-year-old target man Dominic Hansen, he could be something special for the future. I believe that I'm trying to find him a loan deal as well, just in case I'm not, because it is the right thing to do. At this young point in his career, it certainly is. I cannot offer him to loan. Okay, but that's something I'd like to do. I think he's a good signing, but we'll see. Todorovic, we've already seen. And looking at him and Hansen, I mean, it's close. It's really close. They could play well together, actually. They could play well together. Just going to turn Hansen into a poacher or something else, because he's not really a target man looking at him. But yeah, that's that. Lee White, good young player. Sort of came in at the tail end last season. We had the deal in place already. Another option there, young English, could be 4.5-star potential. We snap him up. Ben Wagstaff, another similar idea, could be 4.5, young English. Centre mid, attacking mid, already got great passing. There's a couple of really nice stats in there to build off. So we're hoping that one works out. We've also brought in Lee Maguire, young goalkeeper with a little bit of potential. Looking at him, maybe long-term backup, because I think we've already got a couple of options that could be the long-term goalkeeper at the club. So, we're looking at Donnarumma this season. If that doesn't work out, there might be something else. But Maguire and a couple of others are looking at long-term backup. And 220,000 for Ben Amos to come into the club, who isn't very good, but I wanted a goalkeeper to sit on the bench, and that is big bad Ben Amos's job. So he comes in from Bolton, like I say, 220,000. I thought he might have turned us down for first team football with Burnley, I think, or someone else. I think someone that got promoted this last season. So I was a little scared there, to be honest with you. I thought that might not work out, but He's come in. That leaves us with a pretty good squad. I'm fairly happy with this. We got, some good depth now. 2 right backs, 3 centre backs, 2 left backs, 2 keepers. That could be quite decent there. Some defensive-minded midfielders, some attack-minded centre midfielders, and we've got a ton of attacking midfielders. Now, Adelaide has developed, but he might not develop anymore, so we're going to be giving him the games that Oxlade-Chamberlain had. That's not going to be too bad at all. And then youngsters like Ødegaard, Vlasic and Koric are going to be given the cup games here and there, as well as Adelaide. Those are the 4 for that, whereas we've already discussed Ozil, Götze and Sanchez alongside Isco are our main 4. Lukaku, starting striker, was a beast last season. We're hoping for more of the same. Luis Enrique, young but could be oh so good, and we've seen how good he really can be in the Catania save. 4 to 5 weeks there. That's going to hurt us. But yeah, we got some good options. We brought in some more young players again. You can see now, Ozil and Sanchez at 28. We've already got their replacements, basically. If those 2 got sold or retired or injured tomorrow, whatever, we've still got 6 attacking midfield centres that we can use. We've got double what we need without the 2 28-year-olds. Backup keeper we don't really care about. Ramsey's 26, coming into his prime. And then Isco and Götze at 25. Some 24-year-olds, 23-year-olds. It's very young, and some of these youngsters are already in the team or could be for years. Top-end quality, a little bit less than we had last year, I think. We kind of had 4 stars down to here, and now it's this level. But we've sold our first team. We're going with youngsters, and we can see where that might leave us actually in the future. So a lot of potential in this team, a lot of chance now for people to prove themselves. We're going to go with a very good first team and hope that it works out as expected. So Laporte moves over to right centre-back, so Nostalgia can have the left centre-back. I'm going to go with Ricardo Rodriguez or George. I think we've got to start with George. Let's see what he can do. Let us see what he can do. So, yeah, Ramsey and Fred are the starters. Romero is backup and might only ever be that, which kind of surprises me, but okay, that's fine by me. And then we're going to keep it the same as normal. Mario Götze, Mesut Ozil down the middle, and then captain Alexis Sanchez with Romelu Lukaku. Amos would be our striker. Goalkeeper on the bench. I was looking down here, thinking ahead. And we need to get a striker, basically. We're going to put Ødegaard on the bench with... Isco and Niles, because I think that is kind of only fair due to their extra potential over Tielemans. So... you can see already Tielemans, Romero at the club. Most clubs in last year's game, that'll be a world-class centre midfield pairing. They're not making the bench if everybody's fit for us. And neither's Mamana. He's got to sort of earn his way in. So not picked. We got 2.5 stars in Jeff Rain Adelaide, Nikola Vlasic and Lucas Romero. 2-star players Ante Koric, Yuri Tielemans and Emmanuel Mamana. Pretty good elsewhere. We should have a few strikers. Actually, let's just look here. Who's the best players? Cesar Magalhães. Okay, is there anyone else? No, not really. I mean, there's Milan who could play, but he's not even got that much more, that much potential. So we'll go with a guy with the bigger potential, and we might use Cesar if we can. So there we go. We've got these youngsters. One star I'm not sort of worried about using for a couple of games here or there, or a cup game, end of the season runouts for when things are sort of already decided in the league, or maybe even in a real injury crisis. We've still got all these youngsters that, you know, if you look here at this team, like, we've got some people out on loan, but youngster Stevens, Bustamante, he does need to get a work permit and go out on loan. Todrich needs a work permit too. People like McAllis, Kopp, Winters, Fridge, McKenna, Hurl, Urvik and Malin, they can all play. Even some of these lads. Like, we got numbers, we got strength, we got depth, we've got first team players, we've got youth players, we've got cover, we've got absolutely everything that we need. So, first game of the season is the champions versus the FA Cup winners. It's the Community Shield against Liverpool. Maybe a first chance to see Oxlade-Chamberlain's playing out wide left, and so we'll see how that works out. I do need to change some of these roles back, but yeah, advanced playmaker, support. What else did I change here? Fullback, support, fullback. I don't want to go fullback attack on both. I kind of do. I mean, George is kind of like Hector Bellerin when you think about it. 15-15 pace, 19-20. That's about the only difference, I think. Limited defenders, no. It's because I had the youngsters playing it. Ball playing, defender, defend. Ball playing, defender, defend. Lovely stuff. Attacking midfielder. Yeah, why not? Let's go attacking midfielder attack. Give him a bit more. And yeah, I think that's it. So let's save the game and get into things. Okay. Being picked to go to penalties, I wouldn't want that. Koscielny key man for Liverpool. So they've gone with Goulam. Okay. That's an interesting pick. I didn't see them buying a new left back, so they've gone with him there. You got Wisdom on the right, Saka Koscielny in front of Jefferson, who looks pretty decent, but you know, it's not a long-term solution there for them, so that's an interesting pickup as well. Emre Can protects the back four. You've got Henderson and Cataldi there, decent centre midfielders. Chamberlain down the left, Markovic on the right, and Divock Origi up front. So that's pretty solid. That is pretty solid. Bench of Matip, Milner, Benteke, Lucas, Musacchio, and Joe Allen. Pretty good. That is pretty good. I still think that we will be okay. So, oops. Not never, but always. We're gonna kick Divock out of the game if we can. I think we rush Emre Can. Going hard on these. Rush the goalkeeper. And everybody gets shown onto a weaker foot. Gonna try not to go too much on the wingers there, as the assistant seems to want us to do. Not a bad one. George there listens nervously, but everyone else is okay. Captain Alexis Sanchez listens keenly, so he's okay. Structured. What did I do here? Okay, I think that's good enough. I think that's good enough to start, so let's see how things get on here. We've got the kickoff. So, both fullbacks now will be attacking, providing width. We've got a creative attacking midfield trio. And big man Lukaku up front, who could get the job done as he did last season. So we're looking for a good back four here, with Donnarumma in goal and protective midfield play from Aaron Ramsey, while Fred is a creative link. Oh, Chamberlain. I would not have liked to see that one go in. Yeah, I really would not have liked to see that one go in. I'm glad that missed. That would have been a bit of a kick in the teeth. Mesut Ozil, here comes George down this left-hand side. He goes back to Fred. Ramsey, bit lucky there. Mario Götze does not hit that properly. Straight at the goalie, and that gives them the ball now. Thought they were really going to go and do well there. And Chamberlain again getting free. What is it with our team? What is it with our team? Not able to really do too much. So, I want you to man mark. Yeah. I guess mark tighter or close down. Let's try going up wide and crossing from deep then. Yeah. Yep. Let's throw that in the mix. Who they got as a danger man in midfield? Not much. Okay. Let's see how that works out. I'm really hoping that it does. Don't leave your man like that, Hector. Oh, we're getting so lucky here. We are getting so lucky. Donnarumma there. Good ball to Nostalgic. Plays it up to Fred. Ozil out to Bellerin, who's already there. Fred back to Bellerin. Alexis Sanchez, captain fantastic, at the far post for the first goal. Half hour in, and we have taken the lead thanks to Bellerin to Sanchez. Something that worked many times last season. Here's George. Bad ball for George. Let's see what he does here then. Brilliant play. We lose it, but back there, and we lose it again. Oh, Lukaku, if he could have just taken a touch and tried to roll it in, maybe that would have been a better option than a strike right there. We're kind of crowding them out in key areas, but they keep getting that ball back. Oh. But that's decent play from us. Decent play. A little bit panicky clearance there. Pass down the sidelines might have found the man. And here we go. Alexis Sanchez. What can you do? Oh, my. Fred there. Ramsey. Doing their jobs in centre midfield. The front four not really clicking. So we're going to go on to control. We don't really want to see anybody messing up too much now towards half-time. So assertively tell everyone to concentrate. Let's not let this slip now, boys. No, I'm happy with Jordan Henderson hitting them. I know he can score some fantastic goals at times, but I'm not too worried. George doing exactly what I asked of him. Doesn't really work out too well there. Oh, but again, George takes apart Chamberlain there. We're not man-marking, so we're not getting pulled too far out of distance. Oh, look at that. Fred back to George, and we win a corner. George has been a revelation going forward and coming back at that left back position. I'm happy there. Ramsey wins that. We got good battle. Seems tactically they might have the edge. But, yeah. Assertively. Yeah, I'm far from pleased. I am actually far from pleased. Like, defensively, we've shown some hustle, we've done well, but we've given them far too many chances. Mesut Ozil, you're playing absolutely terrible. I've got Ødegaard on the bench. I've got Isco on the bench. Taking you off is not going to be an issue whatsoever, son. Pull your socks up or get your boots off. One or the other. Alexis can't get that one there, but tried to do a little too much himself there, Hector Bellerin. There we go. As long as that chance fizzles out for them, I'm okay. Mesut Ozil, 60 minutes and still hasn't done anything. Can't even get back up to a 6.4. My patience just doesn't exist. Really doesn't exist, I'm afraid. Let's put Isco in there and see what he can do. What else can we do about the hour mark? Anything else needs changing? No, it really doesn't. I mean, George just doesn't look like he's played well, but he has. Striker might be something that needs changing later on. And that's going to be a booking. No, that's not going to be a booking. Thank you, referee. Nice. Like to see that. So let's see, can Isco do better than we've had from Mesut Ozil? Not player, opposition. Let's see what happened there. So Milner's actually gone out wide. Okay. Nope. So, never, always hard commit changes. To Bellerin. Back to Ramsey to Bellerin. Isco there. Oh. If that defender hadn't got there, I mean, what would have happened there? Suffered a bruised shin. Okay, we'll keep that in mind. We're going to actually let him play on for now. But, yeah, Isco. Oh, he couldn't quite get that on target. Oh, nostalgic there. He had a chance. He couldn't get it done, I think. Oh, look at that. Good set. Back to Fred. Alexis can't get the job done. Let's get towards 75 minutes. Okay, Lucas is on. Bang. No, we can pull the trigger. No, we can pull the trigger. Let's actually shut Benteke out. And let's... yeah. Let's hit Lucas a little bit there. How are we going to change things up then? Bellerin could do with coming off. Alexis Sanchez and Romelu Lukaku could do with a rest as well. So I think number one is Ødegaard. And then play Mario Götze as a shadow striker. Maybe that. Do we move? Yeah, no, I think that's what we're gonna have to do there. Move Isco out onto the wing, let Ødegaard come inside, and Götze support. Cesar, do we go with Cesar? Do we go with Cesar Magales? Yeah, I think we've got to. We've got a young striker on the bench. Let's give him a chance. What are you? A false nine? I can play a false nine with a shadow striker. Are you kidding me? Oh, wow. With Ødegaard and Isco making runs and false striker. Do I want to do that? That's good in theory, but do I want to do that? Do I want to do that? Or do I want you out wide? Do I want you out wide? Do I want centre midfield? No. No, we're going to go with Cesar. He's there for a reason. He is there for a reason. So Isco, Ødegaard and Magales will come on the pitch. Aaron Ramsey gets the captain's armband. Quarter of an hour left in this game. We're 1-0 up. We're kind of controlling the game a lot more now than Liverpool. And we just need to make sure we're here as well. So, Mustachio. No, hard. There we go. So he's on hard tackling. Bellerin to Isco. Mario Götze can't get that past the keeper. This might offer us a little more going forward, to be fair, tactically. Cataldi for Allen, Sacco for Matip. Okay, they're doing lots of changes. I was going to stick to 3. No, I'm not so sure. Okay, hard on you. And we leave Matip alone, but we will go do our own subs then. I think Maitland-Niles on for Fred. Yeah, on for Fred. And then Bellerin off for Chambers. And we're going to give George a rest as well. Oh, and we got to pull Rodriguez back a little bit. And, yeah. So far, so good. Early days with the tactics, with the new players, with everything. I think we've got a decent amount to show for it at this stage. Shut him down. Come on, boys. Benteke there with a flick on. A little bit lazy to get to that. Ramsey showing a bit of verve there in midfield. Niles goes the easy route there. Ødegaard dropping a bit deeper. Ball through. He's scoring his debut. Cannot get it done. Oh, we were so close there. Oh, they got the ball. They're going to counter. Here comes Benteke. There's Jordan Henderson. Joe Allen's through. Joe Allen scores, and that is absolute rubbish. Absolute rubbish. They do not deserve that. And I don't deserve to go to extra time. So, push forward. We're going back attacking, and we're going to try and get that. No, wow, straight to penalties. So, that was kind of right, wasn't it? So, let's see. Composure, I think, will be high. Let's start with Isco. Let's start with a new man. Let's put Martin Ødegaard in behind Ricardo Rodriguez, number 3. Ramsey 4, and then Laporte, I guess. Niles can be 6. Götze and McAllis, Stajic, Chambers, Donnarumma. And let's see how this works out. Running a bit sort of longer than expected. And yeah, just hoping that we can get off to a good start in this match. Sadly, that late goal kind of hurts us. Isco there with the first penalty. He shoots, he scores. Benteke will face Donnarumma, who did quite well, but couldn't quite get to it. Martin Ødegaard, no chance for the goalkeeper there. Great strike. We have got 2 successes. Milner against Donnarumma. Again, that was closer than their keeper was. Ricardo Rodriguez right through the keeper there. Mustachio, let's save this one. Yes. Gianluigi Donnarumma. Aaron Ramsey. Oh, yes. Fooled the keeper there. Down the middle, sent him to the left, though. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Donnarumma. Oh, so close. So close. And he steps up here. Now, Aymeric Laporte, and he's missed it. Oh, straight down the middle, bar penalty. Jordan Henderson sends Donnarumma the wrong way, and we continue on. I gotta go for food, boys. Come on. Ashley, good penalty. Donnarumma, be a hero. Come on. He is a hero. We do win. We deserve that, I think, over the course of the game. So calm. Congratulations, boys. I'm fairly happy there. I'll have a word with Ozil after the game, do my rest and everything, but that's the new team. That's kind of the way we're going to be playing and what we've got to look forward to. Some new players there. George did well, I felt. Isco not too bad either. So we'll see how it pans out. Decent defensively, not so great in attacking midfield. We've got the options up in that area of the field, so we'll see what happens. Until next time though, guys, thanks for watching. Follow me on Twitter at ChrisArmy. Subscribe here, like the video if you enjoyed, leave a comment, have your say. You know the drill by now. I'll see you next time, and you all take care until then, when we continue gunning for glory and gunning down the entire Premier League.